What's up YouTube, BizMath here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to manage your real estate leads, specifically in wholesaling real estate. Now, I actually got a question from one of you all, either in my Instagram DMs or one of my YouTube videos about how to manage your leads. And I'm just going to make a video about it because that's what I do. If you all have questions, if you have any video ideas for me to make, please let me know. And that's what I like to do on this channel, just bring that level of transparency and just answer your question, whatever level of real estate you're in, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or even a little bit more advanced. And because I know when I just started wholesaling real estate, having a channel like this would have been really beneficial. So if you all don't mind, if you find value from this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. All right, so how do you manage your real estate wholesale leads in your business? And so I'm going to break this down in 3 steps. All right, so let's start talking about the very first step, because I want this to be as simple as possible for you all. I don't want this to be complicated with complicated and expensive CRM systems or anything like that. Something that you can start off with either on Excel or even if you want to invest in a CRM system. So the first step I want you all to do when you're managing your leads is identify the type of lead. So the type of leads, you hear a lot of wholesalers say hot leads, warm leads, cold leads, and those are the main buckets of leads that you can put your leads into. But what I like to do is I like to categorize them by timeline. So my hot leads are my daily leads that I need to follow up with. My warm leads are my weekly leads that I need to follow up on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. And my colder leads are my leads I need to follow up for more than a month, like a month or 2 months, every month or 2 months. And so that's how I like to manage my real estate wholesale leads. So when you're identifying those 3 type of leads, what you need to do is get information from the seller in order to put them in a specific bucket. So one lead is just not a lead, where someone's not interested, they say, don't call me again, or they're listing it with a realtor, or other things like that, or they already sold the house. You don't even bother with those type of leads. I'm talking about leads that come in that have some sort of interest in selling their property. And so when you're identifying those leads and thinking about what bucket to put them into, and how I said, okay, do I follow up with them daily, like every 2-3 days, or do I follow up with them weekly or every month? You have to ask their timeline question, the timeline question of, okay, how soon are you looking to sell? You have to identify the condition of the property, their situation, the why. That's how you identify which bucket to put them in, by going over those different things. And in my channel, I have a video on the best script that is heavily inspired by Brent Daniels. Shout out to him and his channel, and what to ask for when you're talking to a seller and how that will help you identify where to put a specific lead. So for example, if someone is saying their house is in horrible condition, they're looking to sell as soon as possible, they want a decent price for it, that's a very hot lead or a daily lead, right? And so you put that in the daily lead bucket or the follow-up daily lead bucket. So make sure you kind of know how to identify those leads by asking those questions over a phone call, most likely, or in person, so you can put them in their respectful bucket. All right, so now it's time to place them in their bucket. So when you're doing that, like I said, you all, the way I like to organize it, and this is the second step, is just to place them in their specific category. So what I like to do is daily leads. These are leads that I like to follow up daily. This is a pressing seller, this is a very hot lead that I follow up daily or even multiple times a day, or even every 2 or 3 days during a week. That's still a very hot lead. So that would be in one bucket. And so what I like to do on Excel, let's say you have an Excel sheet. Let's say you have your data list and you're calling these people. You have a separate Excel sheet and you just have 3 tabs. One that says daily leads, weekly lead, and monthly lead. And that's all you can do. Very simplify the process early on, right? Just put them in those 3 tabs: daily, weekly, and monthly. And so, for example, that first example, someone really interested in selling, condition of the property's bad, they're actually asking for a decent price. I'll put them in a daily lead and I'll call them up. I may put a reminder on my iPhone or in my Google Calendar, something so I can remind myself to call this person daily. Usually if it's daily, I don't need a reminder, but for those monthly leads or weekly leads, I, put a reminder in my phone or Google Calendar. So that was the second step, all right? So number 3 is just the final step, and that's follow up with the leads. And following up with your leads is so important because that's how you actually make money in this business, is by following up. Most of your deals are done in the follow up, and you all know that. All right, and then so with monthly leads, some of them, for a lot of businesses, most of their deals are from monthly leads, right? It's not necessarily those people that call right away and they're ready to sell, all right? Like monthly leads turn into weekly leads and then turn into daily leads. So you're going to find yourself navigating through these buckets, like moving a lead from weekly to monthly, or from weekly to daily, or from daily to monthly, you know? And so usually you want your monthly leads, as you get closer and closer to a date where your seller is way more interested in selling, you move them along the buckets from weekly and then to daily leads. And so that's how I would do it. And that's one way to follow up. So make sure you follow up with your leads so you can make money and so you can close wholesale real estate deals. Another thing is, when you're following up with leads, make sure you're intentful in knowing what is a lead, because you may continue on following up with a lead, a weekly lead, or a follow-up lead that's monthly, but it's going nowhere. It's time to kick that lead away. Essentially, you all don't waste your time on dead leads. It's a killer for your business and just time efficiency in getting work done. So make sure your awareness is, on point. You can discern if a seller is just playing games, or just want to talk with you, or if there's some real interest there. It can be hard in the beginning to discern that, but over time you'll get used to it. So remember these 3 steps. So number 1 is to identify those leads. Basically ask those questions: the condition, timeline to sell, how much they're looking for, and why they're selling. And then number 2 is to put those leads in a bucket. What I like to do, you can use hot, medium, cold, warm leads in your lead management, but what I like to do is do daily, weekly, and monthly. So that's how I do mine. And then the 3rd step is just to follow up, and then move your leads across the buckets and kick out, toss away all those bad cold leads that's just wasting time, money, energy for your business. All right, I hope you all truly enjoyed this video. Once again, this is just a breakdown on how to manage your leads. If you all have any questions or any more video ideas, or questions that you want me to ask, or questions that you want me to answer for you, please comment down below. And then check the links down below. PropStream is an amazing app, amazing website to get wholesale leads. Using my link, it just helps support this channel. And then if you all want to hop on a call with me, I added that too now to this whole biz mathy thing. So check that out down below. And make sure, once again, like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.